GCSE Algebraic fraction. One of the Lund gang sent me this one. Right, 25x squared minus 64 all over 5x squared minus 13x minus 6 times x squared minus ax plus 15 all over 5x plus 8. Subtract that random x minus 7. We're going to merge it all into one fraction. How do we merge things into one fraction? We should be thinking about common denominators, right? But before we do any of that, especially with algebraic fraction stuff, is we should be trying to simplify as much as possible first, okay? So, it's actually not as difficult as you think. It's just students always panic with these kind of questions. So, the first thing we're going to try and do is bid mass. We're going to focus on the multiplication before the subtraction. So we need to clean all this up first before we even worry about the x minus 7. And with the quadratics, we're going to be factorizing, and anything that can't be factorized, protect it with a bracket. Protecting it. Now this, I can easily factorize. This one, well, it's easy, but I'm going to show you guys some tricks. With these kind of questions, you don't actually need to focus too much on this, because the other ones will help you factorize it. So look at this. We have 25x squared minus 64. That is really easy to factorize. You should notice that as being dots. Difference of two squares. What multiplies by itself to give you 25x squared? Well, for 25, it's 5 and 5. To make x squared is x and x. How about 64? Ocho. Ocho. One's plus, one's minus. I'll worry about this later. Times x squared minus ax plus 15. Another thing I notice is that when you protect this, which you should always be doing because there's two terms, when you put a bracket around it, it becomes one term. Cross cancellation, CC. I already know that these are going to cancel. You cross them out, put a 1 on it. So I don't even need to worry about that anymore. So here we have x and x. 1 multiplies to give you 15 and adds to give you 8. Well, your options are 1 and 15, 3 and 5, right? So it's going to be a cheeky 3 and 5. Then minus 8, they both need to be negative. Now I can guarantee you that one of these brackets are going to cancel with something down here. So, I've not even tried this question before. One of you guys just sent it to me. I just freestyle it so you guys can see exactly how I'm thinking. So, to make 5x squared, I have 5x and x. Now for 6, which goes here, you can have 1, 6, 2, 3. Okay? Now, regardless of which one you choose, 1, 6, 2, or 3, this bracket here is never going to cancel with the 5x minus 8. It's going to cancel with something over here. Because remember, you can cancel internally as well, right? So I'm thinking about the diagonal. 1, 6, 3, and 8. 1, 6, 3, and 2. If it's going to cancel one of these, it can only be this one. Because 5 is not a factor of 6. So I can almost guarantee you guys that it's going to be x minus 3 with that cancellation. Okay? We're going to have to double check it though. But remember, we need minus 6. Minus 3 times what gives you minus 6? That's going to be plus 2, isn't it? 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. But double check. The middle terms, see if it gives you minus 13x. 5x times minus 3 is minus 15x. And this gives me 2x. 2 minus 15 is minus 13. It works. So there you go, guys. These are some cheeky tricks you can employ in your exam to help you do things a lot quicker. Okay, so let me just get rid of this, just so it's a bit neater. We can see that x minus 3 now is cancelling. What's left? We have 5x minus 8 divided by 5x plus 2 times, we should probably keep this still in a bracket, times x minus 5. Which you could say over 1, but you're just timesing it by this. Which actually just comes to the numerator. Okay? Now, we've addressed this. We now have this minus x minus 7. So let's write that down. So we have 5x minus 8 over 5x plus 2. Remember, just going to extend that because we're timesing it by x minus 5. Then we're subtracting x minus 7. I'm going to write it up here for the reason that we are bringing everything together, right? So we're doing the common denominator. So that 5x plus 2, just for your guys' visual, I'm just going to write in the middle. 5x. I know some of you guys can get pedantic about that stuff, innit? So this I'm going to write as over 1. What's my common denominator going to be? Well, if that's 1 and that's 5x plus 2, I'm going to choose the 5x plus 2. You guys know that already. If you had something like 5 over 4 and you wanted to minus 2, you'd write it as 2 over 1 and you'd choose 4 as the common denominator, right? Same thing here. You're going to choose the 5x plus 2 as your common denominator. Now for that, I'm going to write a big denominator and write 5x plus 2. This is already over that, so we're going to keep it the same. Minus, now this, what do we need to times top and bottom by so that the denominator reads 5x plus 2? Well, it can only be times top and bottom by 5x plus 2. Okay? So, I'm going to write the 5x plus 2 first. Would you guys leave your answer like this? I hope you're going to say no. The question, it just says write as a single fraction in its simplest form. That means we need to expand all this, simplify, and hopefully it leaves us with something really nice. I already know the 5x squareds are going to cancel. So we have 5x squared. We have 5x times minus 5, which is minus 25x. I write it up here. Then here, I have minus 8x. Minus 25 minus 8 is minus 33x. Then we have minus 8 times minus 5 is plus 40. Now, just to save some space, I don't want to write too much on the horizontal. I'm going to expand this and write it underneath. So we have 5x squared. Here we have 5 times minus 7 is minus 35x. Then we have plus 2x. 2 minus 35, or minus 35 plus 2, is minus 33. And then we have 2 times minus 7 is minus 14. Now remember, what we're doing, we're subtracting around both sides. Just read downwards. 5x squared minus 5x squared cancels. Minus 33x minus another minus 33x, they cancel. They're the exact same. So we're left with 40 minus minus 14. Double minus is plus, so we have 40 plus 14 is 54. Beautiful, mate. So that whole numerator is just 54. And this is our final answer. 54 divided by 5x plus 2. And that is our final answer. So guys, if you learned something today, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this. Head over to my Reddit page of Lungang if you want to submit your own questions. And if you're interested in my GCSE courses, there is a link to learn more in the description. Nice.